Okay, hang on. Tripped over. So, there's still stuff going around the internet about some pastor in Arkansas being Elvis, unless that man takes DNA test and it's proven he is. Then I might believe it. But as far as I'm concerned, that man passed away on August 16th, 1977. I was a teenager, I remember. So let's ask that man take a DNA test. Prove it. You know, just because the man sounds like Elvis and kind of moves like him doesn't mean he is. He could be, somebody that watched many of his performances when he was younger and learned a technique. Any dancer can do that, by the way. And as for his voice, yeah, there's a lot of people that sound like other people. I had a friend that sounded like the lead singer of Bad Company. Um, the lead singer of Journey right now sounds just like Steve Perry. I mean, come on. Well, prove that particular person, and I'm not going to put him out there on name. Y'all can just look it up. Best way that man can prove he's who he said or who everybody thinks he is, show them by a DNA test. Plain and simple. All you gotta do is take a little swab and guess what? Match it up with somebody that's blood related, like Elvis's granddaughter. Just like this other one claiming to be his daughter, which is actually his cousin. All of you are calling out of the woodwork. I don't know why, but, and thinking that if he's not Elvis, then he's Elvis's twin. Elvis's twin was born stillborn, and it's in the records where they were born. It probably took them a couple months to get there, but guess what? That poor baby passed away in 1935, right when he was in the womb. That's why Elvis had the energy he had. But some people believe that this particular pastor in Arkansas happens to be the twin, when no, that's not the twin. Okay. I understand y'all want Elvis to be alive, but the man would be 90 years old. He probably wouldn't be able to get on stage anymore. A lot of 90-year-old musicians retire after a certain age and they can't get on stage. Being on stage, it takes a lot of work to put a show together in the first place. I mean, you guys got to realize that. So, I say let the man get a DNA test and prove it. Just like anybody else would, prove that a child's theirs. Maybe that pastor in Arkansas, maybe he is an illegitimate child of Elvis. Who knows? But DNA, plain and simple, kids. DNA. Because there's so many people coming out claiming they're who they are, and they're not. And, if I've never heard him say in any kind of video that he was, just because he sounded like the man. But to prove to people, if he believes he is, take a DNA test. That's all I got to say about that. And Elvis is probably still on the ground. But that's up to the Presley family to do a DNA test off the bones of Elvis Presley to prove whether this man is or is related to. Because that comes and goes too. Anyway, food for thought. Thanks for watching. I probably won't be doing any videos until I get into where I'm going. Anyway, have a good evening. Subscribe down there. And there's a notification bell too, I guess, but feel free. All right, bye.